So, Aljoscha is here.
Hi, Aljoscha.
Yeah, we are live. Hey everyone, whoever will be watching us. So actually one spectator, but this will increase. So we had yesterday we had I think not many people online, but a lot of on-demand streams. So
Okay.
people snack the content later. So hi Aljoscha.
Hi, Aljoscha.
Hi everyone.
And so I'm just moderating, so it's up to you guys. And I think the first question is how do we evaluate the games which are ongoing? So right now we are leading 3-2. We saw 4 draws. And Nico, who is sitting over there,
He just
scored.
Bravo.
Yeah, congrats.
And 3 games to go. So how do we look like? What do you think? What do you guys think?
I'm pretty sure we are gonna win this match. Yes.
Yeah,
Good
most
positions.
likely.
Okay, I think all these positions we are better. Yeah, but Jonas basically, I think he's gonna win easily. Maybe not very fast, but easily. And okay, another 2 games. I don't know.
And also Ben is not risking anything, right?
Okay, actually, I'm a little bit afraid of him, of his position.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I know this is like a better position, but still this is pawn down, and I rather prefer to be a pawn up than pawn down. But okay, of course, I mean white is better.
But yesterday's
but
game.
But on the other hand, it's not so easy to make any improvements as black. That's what I thought at the very beginning. That even though, like, if you don't want to lose as white this position, you can just do nothing.
Yeah, but if you want to win, and of course Beno wants to win, I mean sometimes you can cross. Yeah, I mean the line. Okay, we'll see. But okay, I mean he's better, and hopefully he will win also.
So what do you guys?
Maybe we should show the games.
Shall we take a look at the ongoing games first?
Yeah, maybe shall we start with Jona?
I'll share from here.
Mm-hmm.
This one I don't need. I need my screen sharing. And I need this one. So which one first? Shall we go first for Jonas? Probably.
Is the easiest to evaluate, right?
Yes, I guess so.
This is how it looks like. I think in the meantime the bishops got exchanged.
Yes, I mean he played somewhere. He played black played bishop e7. They exchanged it, and also queen was on b4 and white rook on c5 and one white queen on b4. And he played rook c5 to a5 as far as I remember.
Yeah, so that's probably his idea. I think black still made some improvements because when the bishop was on f4, I was hoping for Jona to play something like rook b2, rook b1, and then rook b7 at some point. With your bishop on f4, you always have the control over the b8 square. So I thought that okay, this position could get very bad for black in no time. And right now, it looks like black is holding on still, like holding on in this position, but it can get much better in such position. You can make some improvements, but it's always gonna be a big advantage for white. And I think we are discussing that before we went live. I think this is type of position that you will play for like 3-4 hours, or maybe less, but eventually you will win as white, because at some point black will make a mistake, and that could be like a fatal blow in such position.
Yeah, I mean,
also has only 2 minutes left, so yeah, first needs to get to the 40 moves.
Yeah, it is interesting that this pawn on g6 is awful. It's just terrible. Yeah, I mean, with the pawn on g7 and pawn on h6, probably black could have some counterplay, like a rook g6, queen somewhere to d3, e2, and then threatening the checkmate on g2.
Does it make so much of a difference if you manage to exchange the bishops?
I think so. At least black has something to play for, right? I mean, with the pawn on g6, I mean he doesn't have to play for anything. Yeah, I mean,
I think
no
counterplay. I think you cannot even hope for the counterplay. Like no matter what would be the pawn structure, you basically just stand still like this and hope for the best. I wouldn't be surprised to see moves like King G7, H5, and then do nothing for the next 5 moves as black.
Yeah, but that's why I said with the pawn on G7, I would have this Rook G6 motive, yes, and okay, at least something. But okay, this is of course fantasy only.
So if somebody is winning, then Jonas is winning. That's I think for sure, right?
And definitely, Jonas is not risking anything.
Yeah.
I think that's the best from the team's perspective.
So at the board, he looks very confident all the time, and so, but that I guess it's also like his normal behavior.
I guess so.
To show strength. So, shall we? Then we have Jesper. This
game is the most
has
complex, in my opinion.
Yeah, it has gone even more crazier than what we see here. But what do we see here?
Yeah, now it looks like a total mess. But I am kind of afraid of such position, because if white plays recklessly, you can lose such structure on the spot. Like one bad exchange and the position collapses. And from black's perspective, all you have to do is to survive, basically. So the only game I'm kind of afraid of right now is Jonas' game. I mean Jasper's game. Because even though this position might be good for white, but it's not easy for sure.
Okay, it's of course like a very complicated position, but okay. I'm still after, let's say, white plays knight d4 now.
Can't I just grab on e5?
With what?
Queen.
With queen. Okay, then even after taking exchanging the queens and then g takes h6. Okay, I mean I am pawn up.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. I play something like knight g4 and then a couple more exchanges, and this pawn structure always favors black in such positions.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably it's also like a better for white, but
last thing I saw when I was at the board is like that the queen took on e5 actually.
So maybe actually this was
probably this happened.
Knight e4, queen e5. Yeah, I thought so. And then I had to leave. But now they are blitzing. I'm seeing them from here, so that's gonna be tight.
This move 29th, so they have 10 moves to make, and they are both low on time, right? But I think Grzegorz is used to get low on time, right? So,
I mean, basically, he's in every game. Every game he's in
touch. I don't know about Jesper, but for Grzegorz, he knows how to play under time pressure.
Okay, we'll see. Because now the most interesting things are happening, and we are here. Yeah, I mean, we have 15 minutes delay.
Yeah. So, okay. But Hayo will make sure that we get results. That's the deal. So let's see. And then we have Bene who spent a pawn, like in move, I don't know, very early.
Yes.
And you said this is clearly better for white.
I think so. Yes. I mean, okay, he's a pawn down, of course, but still look at this bishop on d7.
But how do we make progress here?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
This is another story, right? But this is what Igor mentioned. Yeah, if white does not want to lose, I mean, he just stays here. But okay, I think Bene will try somehow.
Yeah, and also from team's perspective, it's good to just wait for a bit and to make sure that nothing bad happens in Jesper's game, because if he wants to take a risk, he can do it like any point of the game. So maybe Bene will just wait for a couple moves, then he can start fishing for something. But yeah, I'm also quite afraid of this position, because what you said before we went live, that if you try too much as white in this position, you might lose, because at the end of the day you are pulled down. So once again, like one bad exchange and this could go wrong. But if Bene doesn't want to lose, I think if he offered a draw right now, his opponent would accept. Knight f3. So
black is about to bring the rook to c4 or something like this. So
yeah, but the question is if you can, because rook c8, queen h4, for example, and I will try to like get through this structure.
Actually, I thought Bene would try g4 instead of knight f3, but okay. It's too much. Huh? But g4, I mean, looks so tempting.
Yeah, but that could be this unnecessary risk, right? Fg, queen f7, rook g7.
Yes, and then some queen f4 back, right?
G3.
King g-
Um,
yes, I mean,
yeah, I agree, but
double.
I'm not so sure whether white is still playing for a win. If I manage to bring my bishop to e4, like bishop e8, g6, e4, then this position gets scary for white.
Yeah, it is. It is pawn down. We are already repeating this like 5 times, but okay. It's a pawn down, unfortunately. Yes.
Yeah, if I was Ben, I would do exactly the same. Like play something like knight f3. Maybe you can threat queen d4, but maybe you will try to play
Yes, maybe this is the idea. Just exchange the queens and okay,
and play b6. Yeah,
and push the pawn. Oops.
or from the other side, something like queen h4 with an idea to play queen e7, maybe queen f6. And after queen h4, if black plays queen d8, you can also capture and play b6. Maybe you can go back to d4 and then play b6. I think that's the correct way to play this position.
The problem is he's low on time, right? But okay, 36 move.
Yeah, but the moves aren't hard to make either, right?
Maybe.
It looks like that they had made the time control because his opponent is not at the board. But yeah, I would propose to. Do we want to take a look at Nico's game? If Nico is, do you
Yeah, sure.
want to take a look? And then
Okay, I will go
then
and
I will
check,
go.
yeah, live.
Oh, you will go?
Yeah, I will go. I will
okay,
go.
you
Yeah.
check. You have more understanding than she.
Yeah, so hi and congrats once again.
Hello.
Congrats.
And congrats.
Thank you.
1.5 out of 2, not that bad for the start. So you do want to take over?
Sure. So I was kind of expecting e4 on move 1. He doesn't normally play e4, but anyway, I went for the Sveshnikov. So bishop b5, we get the Rosalimo. And I've tried many moves here, but e6 is probably what I play most often. And yeah, bishop takes c6 is very ambitious. Of course, castling is another option for white. b3, I'm pretty sure Magnus has some games here, probably from the last World Cup. And e5 is quite rare in this position. Takes queen e7. And yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure white has to go either bishop b2 or d4. I didn't remember knight f3 being a move, but it looks very pleasant for black after we trade queens. So I guess normally if my d7 pawn was on d5, white would be quite happy because then he can target c5. Let's say knight c3, knight a4, bishop a3. But now that the pawn is still on d7, I can always go d6 and protect c5. So yeah, f6 looks normal to me. I'm making some space for the king on f7, and eventually I can also expand on the king side with g5 and h5. So yeah, these moves are all quite normal, I thought. Yeah, and here d4 is very committal by my opponent. I thought he could have tried something like knight e4.
So first status check. Well, how do we look like?
Yeah, but I'm in trouble. I mean, he exchanged the queens and went for this endgame, but then black played f6, ef, king g6, and now the black pawns are rolling. So I don't see any counterplay. I don't know. It can be difficult.
Jonas?
Okay, Jonas, I mean, nothing has changed. I mean, they just keep playing. So probably I hope he will win.
Mhm.
And Jasper, okay, this is also like a deep end game, but he's the only side to play for.
Okay.
Maybe draw, but okay,
Okay.
I think he's.
Yeah. I don't know if everybody, if due to the microphone is here. So Bene is in trouble.
Yeah, we heard Bartosz.
Heard
Ben
it?
is in trouble.
Yes. I mean, this was this queen exchange, and he has already pawn on b6, but black managed to play f6, e takes f6, and king g6. And rook is on b8, rook on b2.
And where is White's knight?
On d4.
Ah, that's pity.
So basically, I mean, black next moves are e5 or king takes f6, e5, and okay, I don't see any kind of counterplay for black.
So sit down, please.
Yeah.
I'm not really needed.
Yeah, and here at this point, after 94, I was considering some strange pawn sacrifice like g5. He can't take with the bishop because of d5. And if he takes with a knight, I thought I could go g4, 91, knight d4, threatening knight f5, knight b5, followed by a5. And if he goes c4 to prevent knight b5, I was gonna play something like h4 probably, but I wasn't sure if I have enough compensation. So anyway, after 94, I could also try some other move like bishop a6 or d6.
Actually, can you play bishop a6, d3, and c4?
Yeah, that was one option. Let's see, bishop
Okay,
a.
if he plays d3, right?
Yeah, but what if I just play king
No,
g1?
I was just curious about this strange line like a d3 and c4, right?
Yeah,
Bishop f8
I mean
and
king.
c takes d3, right?
Yeah, and then he can go c4. I was looking at this. Oh, sorry.
Now it's all mess.
Where,
Where's the line?
okay, here. So d3, c4. And c4.
Okay.
And if I take and then d5?
Take on
Or
f8,
maybe,
Yeah,
immediately knight c4.
but
okay.
knight c5.
and c5. Oh,
Yeah, so it's better
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah? Or maybe not for sure, but
I mean, I can go d6 here probably. But it looks playable for white. What does the engine think about g5? Oh, okay.
so basically this position is
Yeah.
just better for you, right?
Yeah, so I did have to give up the pawn on c5. Oh, but any move is yeah, any move is good.
the position is
Good,
just
good
bad.
for you, good position.
So d4. I mean, if it works out for him, then he will be able to equalize fully. But if it doesn't, it can get very unpleasant.
Yeah, because you push this king side pawns, right? I mean, easily and okay, just
I thought d6 was important because now if he takes, I have check and bishop e2. And this just looks terrible for white. So yeah, king g1, sidestepping bishop a6.
okay. But what if you play it anyway, like bishop a6 now?
Bishop a6, I thought maybe he
Rook
has
e1, maybe?
knight d4, and take c5, rook d6, and the bishop is out. So c5 looked logical. I mean, takes bishop b7. My pieces are way more active. I have g5, g4 ideas or h4, h3. Obviously, he can't allow bishop takes f3, so knight d2, h4, and I mean, ideally, I'd like to play d5, d4, but my bishop doesn't have the a8 square here. So rook d8, and now I'm threatening d5. And yeah, I thought he should have tried something else here. Let's say h3 possibly, or something similar. But knight e3 just gives me a great endgame. So yeah, h3, g3. Oh, apparently rook e8 is wrong.
Don't believe this computer.
But I just take. Bishop a5. But anyway, this looks...
Yeah, it's very unpleasant for white, I guess.
Yeah, this looks very dangerous. But yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have given him this chance, of course.
So rook h8 was the correct.
But obviously that's you know, an option, but I wanted rook h5, rook f5 maybe in the future, so yeah, rook e1. He went passive. Rook d1. Oh, engine didn't like d5 either. Yeah, I guess
Six.
it was better to keep my bishop open.
Okay, but d5 is so
Natural.
natural, yeah. I mean, how to not to play it?
What's white supposed to do?
Rook e6.
Bishop
White.
e2.
Okay. Right. B2, yeah. Strange.
Yeah, so here I'm threatening d4 in some cases. And if he takes rook e2. And I was looking at rook 8, e5 in this position for a while. But I wasn't sure about b4. Let's say check here. And all of his pieces are kind of stuck, but it's not so easy to break through still. Like I can take on b4. He takes with a bishop, and then it looks terrible for white, but I didn't want to give him any play. So that's why I went rook c8 to prevent b4. Rook c1, rook e5. Trying to do the same thing, like rook f5 check, king g1, rook f3, and then he basically can't move anything. So a3, check, rook f3. And at this point, yeah, it's hard to suggest anything for white. And there's no way to prevent rook f5 followed by rook f2, rook g2, and everything's just collapsing for white.
Nice game.
So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good example how to win these opposite color bishops, you know? Very nice. When you have initiative and the pawn, such a pawn on h3. Okay, very nice game.
the engine didn't like everything, but what to do?
Come on. Stupid engines.
So what happened in the other game?
I don't know. Let's say, here in the Jonas game. What is? Okay.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, I mean, this is the same structure. It's completely the same structure. So, but of course, on the last board,
Where's the
here,
pawn?
first here. What is this delay? Come on. Yeah, and now he played b5, and black is thinking.
Yeah, I think b5 was played. Black
Yes, yes.
took AB, and bishop b5, and then I think he took on f4. And as far as I see it, a6 happened, but I'm not. But
Yeah.
no, now I think it's still Jesper's move, right? Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, it's very hard to play for black.
A6
B6.
is natural, right? I mean, you have this passer, so of course push it.
And what does black do after e6?
E6, a7, knight b8.
Okay, maybe some knight d5, right? And
Yeah, I'm
knight
doing
d7
knight d5
or knight
maybe,
d6
yeah.
blocking it. Or maybe pushing his own passer, like e3.
Maybe rook f1 now, with an idea to also keep the idea of bishop c4.
Or rook g1 check, also possible, right?
And king f8, then rook f1. It's pretty similar.
Or
A7,
a7 then.
The rook is hanging, right?
Yeah, but knight. Okay. Knight b8.
Still knight b6, bishop takes e8, but okay, probably it's draw, right?
I'm probably, yeah.
Okay, but give a check first. Why not? King f8 and a7.
Yeah, maybe bishop e3 just to get rid of this pawn.
And
But
what, rook A?
actually, there was a7, bishop c1, knight e7 check, right? But
Maybe.
that's still king f8.
Okay.
It's not necessary. So knight b6.
Bishop E3 maybe. Bishop E3, rook A1.
Okay.
What is this? No, white is better for sure, but is it enough to win it? Yeah. Maybe not.
Rook here.
And was the idea of rook g4?
Sorry? Oh,
Was
just
it-
rook takes e4.
Yeah, but if I play f5?
Rook H4 maybe.
And the king
A
g7?
little bit strange, but
Could you play rook e1? So g4? And you're also threatening take and knight b8.
Yeah, rook
Maybe.
e1
Yeah.
here.
And rook a8.
Yeah, but now maybe bishop c4.
rook takes E3 doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Most likely.
Knight takes, bishop
I-
takes. Okay, bishop.
It's winning a piece, right?
Not yet, I guess, but
Not yet.
But soon, hopefully.
But yeah, this looks.
Yeah, but now I can, after knight b6, I can take and play rook b3 at the end, right?
Yeah, it looks bad.
okay, we'll see.
Yes,
We'll
well,
see.
surely something. If not winning.
And what about Bana?
Yeah, I think he might even be better.
Really?
Bennett, his pawn is like one move from
Where is
queen,
this?
no?
This is not the game. Where is our game? But how is
Say
it better?
b7, king takes f6.
This is what happened, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now run a rook b6
Rook b6.
and try to get the knight to a6.
Knight B3.
Yeah, but king d8.
Knight c5.
King C7.
Yeah, maybe I can just play take on d7 and king g3, right? It's also not so clear.
So you wanna go for the rook endgame, right?
Yeah, but I'm not so sure what happens after king g3 e5. But maybe you can just go back, like play rook b3 or rook b4 maybe.
So what if rook b2 here?
Or rook b2.
Six.
Here.
Maybe 8.
Nice. But it takes and yeah, what is this endgame? D4 will be right.
King g3.
For what?
Yeah, no, so yeah, we are winning h6. right?
Really? D5.
King f2 maybe. Or it's not so easy to play this position.
With both sides.
Yeah.
Probably black is like easier for black to play. I don't know.
Is it?
D4 or F4.
Do I have to?
Yeah. That's why I thought that maybe white should have started rook h8 just to make sure that I can play king f4. Not so sure if it changes a lot, but
King 5. I don't know. Like very strange.
Yeah, but white is not raised king.
Like G4, bishop E6. Okay, at least he's not going to lose this, I think. Somehow. Maybe rook takes e6, then g5.
Yeah, but
But
we
also
digged
it's-
like way too deep, right?
Take on
If
e6.
it's-
So, but what's the position on the board?
Yeah, what was the position on the board?
This one?
So it was
Just
I
click
think-
on, click on the red button, then you have it.
Oh, but they are a bit.
But
This is
Yeah,
like a rook
he
d
took
line.
on f6. Yeah. And now
Yeah, and by the way, now I realized if when I play rook b6, king e7, can't I just play rook e6? What would be the evaluation?
rook b6 king
Also
e7.
possible.
and then knight c6, knight d8. Yeah.
And knight
Yeah,
c6.
you have knight
Yeah,
c6.
and after king e7, knight goes back to c6.
I think rook b6 happened.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay, he see it, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, king e7, and I just take on e6. Bishop takes, knight c6, king d6, takes on b8, and after king c7, I can play knight c6 again.
So I guess black has to go here.
Oh yeah, but it looks unpleasant.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
for
it's
sure playing.
pleasant, right?
Or maybe just take and rook d6.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can even play rook b6, I guess. King
And king
c7.
c7?
Yeah, rook b4 or whatever, wherever. Takes, and then king g3.
Nah,
Oh, but okay, it's draw, right?
Okay.
like grabbing pawns seems to be more promising.
The easier one.
Yes, here.
King a6, made knight f3.
Okay, but this is what we like,
Stuttering.
right? It's very nice.
Yeah, if this happens, we will be happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even objectively, it might be close to loss. Yeah.
I guess.
Nah.
That's nice. And imagine how many games like Grandmasters games would end in a draw here.
By the, by
I mean,
the
I
way,
don't know, 10% maybe, something like this.
by the way, the audience from yesterday, one guy wrote like, "Can you turn the engine off, please?" Because I want to see the real thing.
No, but this evaluation, of course, I mean, in such position, this is just suffering for black. I mean, such a suffering, right?
But he's probably seen rook takes e6. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, if he played this b7 or b6, probably.
Maybe it was his idea from the very beginning. But the question remains, like, king e5 is not allowed, right? Ah, it's...
This is the
No.
same, right? No, what?
No, it's not the same. But now we can play knight b3. Yeah, so... That could be lost, even according to the engine.
Yeah.
And bishop c8.
Bishop.
Yeah, but I do not have to grab it immediately. Maybe I should.
Okay, very positive thing is that in all the variations, Bana is playing for a win, right?
I can even go knight c2 actually, right? And here knight b4.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe d3 anyway.
Yeah, but after d3, knight a6.
D2 and take on b. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah.
So
So
rook,
Yeah, but the question is, at the variant, can I play rook b7, d2, and then
do not.
bishop a4?
but I take.
Or bishop.
Ah, the bishop is okay. So it doesn't matter.
No, but check.
King. B1, king e3.
Maybe knight d3 and knight b2 to keep it simple.
Should be winning.
But I'm even winning the pawn. Yeah. There's no way to.
Ah, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
How? King d3 now?
Okay, so couldn't I just play knight d3 and knight b2 just to keep it simple, like instead of rook b1?
Yeah.
Instead of rook b1.
Knight d3, yeah, sure.
And knight b2 and also rook e5 is a threat. Like if you go play some like bishop a6. So I think, yeah, you cannot play king e2, so it has to be lost.
Yeah, so king e7 looks forced.
Although
Yeah,
this,
you find rook 6, e6.
this is the whole idea he played for.
Hopefully.
And what about this game?
Nothing has changed.
They will now think for a
The-
half hour.
Yeah, no, nothing
Yeah.
severe has. They all take their time, and we will see the second time travel phase, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is typical. Yeah, I mean, you get to the time control and then you think for 28 minutes and then you have another time control in move number 42. I mean, it's no fun.
At least they changed their time control. Before it was 50 minutes, you had to wait.
Yes,
It got
48
10
minutes.
seconds,
Yeah,
yeah.
now it's only 28 minutes.
Like there is some other time control than at move 40?
No, just 30 minutes at move 40.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So
So
your-
can we maybe check Jonas for the last time? Probably nothing has changed, but just to make sure.
But also, these are interesting games now. Yeah, what? And he took on f4, right? I mean, or didn't.
What else can he play?
I don't know why he's thinking for so long. Maybe some knight d5 or something. I don't know what he's considering.
But what's the
No.
point?
I don't know. Bishop f4, of course. I mean, this is like a good move. If it is not losing on the spot, I mean, you just do this, yeah.
I think as far as I know Grzegorz, he's probably just trying to convince himself to take this pawn f4.
Yeah,
He's-
he will convince once he has 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because bishop takes f4. I mean,
He already took the pawn.
took.
And Jesper pushed.
And
Or he's-
Yeah, and here we fought knight d5, right? And then rook f1, rook g1, whatever. Rook a1 was possible. Right?
Rook c5.
Rook c5.
Yeah, the good thing is it feels much easier to find good moves for white as well.
Yeah, but here actually you have a choice, right? And all of them look tempting. Rook c5, maybe knight c7,
Bishop c4.
bishop c4, yeah, rook f5. It's a threat. Yeah,
Also
also.
a7 immediately.
Sorry?
A7 immediately is also an option.
Yeah, something like this we
37.
right? Rook a8, I guess, was the move. Or no, I mean take on c1 and then knight b6, or rook knight e7 you wanted to play, right?
A7.
Bishop takes c1. Now
Here.
Knight c7.
knight d5.
Not too far.
And bishop e3.
Valid. And this position after knight takes e7? What is this?
Yeah, no one knows.
If you know how to checkmate with knight and bishop, probably it should be winning. Although the corner is wrong.
Yeah,
I
that's the
don't know.
problem.
Very strange one.
Yeah, for
Wait.
sure it can't be 0.3 this time.
No, I mean it's winning.
It's either 0 or just winning.
No, but if you push e3, you can never take this pawn, right?
Yeah, but I think you have to play f5 instead of e3.
Doesn't matter if we can
But
take
the question is, what happens after bishop d7? Yeah.
We don't need it.
black stacks with bishop is not
We are
taking
still
it.
unsure, yeah, it is winning or not. Yeah, it's this perfect evaluation around +2 in such endgames when you never know. Okay.
Is it similar to Magnus against Fabi, like from their match, or was it completely different? I don't remember. They had some,
don't recall.
but the material balance was similar, right?
No, but
Like
he
where-
didn't have a passed pawn. So
Knight e3. Like, why was bishop e3 losing? Yeah, because for some reason now knight e3 is winning.
And King G2, it said. We're just.
Okay.
the white's
Might
pawns are a
try.
bit better. than black's.
What about what's his name?
Oh, hi.
I thought of when you guys said King E7, yeah?
Which game?
The
In
Ben-
Benedict game, yeah?
I thought of maybe Rook takes E6.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we analyzed, yes.
But I
Is
think
it just draw?
King e5 happened.
King
Oh, but this is
King
completely.
e5. Yeah, but
Knight b3.
it's losing,
But
right?
Not 100% sure it is that position. Actually, the king is
Yeah.
now on e5. So
Or did we
Okay,
say,
so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
or did we say
not
knight
calculated.
c2?
Even knight c2 was better after king e5, right? That was our conclusion.
But was it that clear? Finally, I don't know. D4, right? We played.
But yeah, what is the big difference if you just sex the bishop anyway?
Oh, we
Ah,
should
yeah.
see it at once, yeah.
Yes, it's probably the same thing.
Because we wanted to play d4. Yeah, right.
Okay, maybe actually it's not winning, yeah?
And now some strange looking move is needed.
Why
Okay.
not just take on c8?
And promote to an
Yeah,
knight.
it's always an option. But I wanted to wait for black to play bishop b7.
Thing is, he's not really threatening anything
Yeah.
with his bishop on c8.
Huh.
Because if he takes with the bishop, then knight d7
I
check.
see. Mhm.
Thanks.
Yeah, not easy without the computer evaluation, huh?
By the way, Jesper's opponent hasn't moved since a6, so he's under 8 minutes now.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not a surprise, to be honest.
Time travel. Check again.
Somehow I am afraid it might be a draw.
Maybe Rook
Yeah.
B5.
I wouldn't be surprised if the computer evaluation is like plus 0.5.
But Rook B5?
King d6. To a knight, come on. Rook c3. Even rook e3 maybe is possible, huh?
Knight c4.
Yeah, king c6. I don't know, but probably just d3 is good enough to make a draw. d5.
I take
Yeah.
Rook E8, King D7.
Yes. Strong pawns in the center.
But there's no way to draw, right? After.
But actually, after bishop c8, what if we just bring the king g3?
Yeah, it looks strong.
King d5, right?
But
Yeah,
up.
but the pawn e6 could be hanging at the end.
Knight f4 check.
Yeah.
And the king is also within reach. Pawn.
Very responsible, king g3.
And again, yes, this is but okay. Most probably it's winning. And what? This knight b3 is the only move, right? Knight c2 is
Yeah.
not working.
This
No,
we
because of the-
concluded was just winning, right?
Ah, yeah, but rook b7 saves the day for some reason.
Sorry, this is the line we.
Ah,
So bishop c8 doesn't work, right?
It also works.
Ah, okay.
Oh, well.
What did
We are
say?
so good. Come
Ah,
on, huh?
but king d4.
Oh, draw. Okay.
But knight b3 is probably also more tempting anyway.
Now c5 will come. Lower check.
Yeah, knight b3. I just checked it. Knight b3 s7. And then bishop c8. And now Ben is thinking.
Should see it immediately.
Still, I guess, knight c5. He has to play d4 and we transpose.
We'll get in the fray.
Be the only move now. King d4, just take on c8.
F4 stop king g. No.
Why not?
After f4. Ah. That's okay. I'm not so sure whether this position is winning, but maybe I can try rook c6, bishop b7, knight d7.
Even just king g1.
Yeah.
Let's say d4, king f2.
At least you end up a piece at some point. Has to.
Yeah, looks
Then
winning.
the question is how easy it is, but should be easy enough. Do you do anything else? Knight a5. Then probably just takes. Ah, also bishop takes b7 was an option now.
Yeah.
It's before we had knight d7 check.
Knight c6 check. Knight, not knight d7.
Yeah, it doesn't look clear at all.
This is not
Or maybe black is so impressive.
Yeah.
What was wrong with knight c5?
Nothing. We are just trying to find something for black in this position. Because the conclusion is that after d4, we just play king g3, right?
Yeah. Okay. Looks promising.
He just needs to bring his king. And this one, what did we say after knight d5, a7?
This one is more complicated.
Yeah, So it couldn't take on c1, I guess.
Bishop c7, 87. That was the line, right?
Bishop c1.
Bishop c1. I mean, yeah. But is knight d5 the only move?
I think. Oh no, he was thinking here. Yeah.
It makes sense to keep some knight c7 at b6 options, yeah.
Mm.
I think here happened king g7, and Jesper took some minutes and played rook a1. And this is the position on the board.
King G7, Rook H8 maybe was like.
King g7 is very tricky, right?
Oh, okay.
Just to get rid of this idea.
So now 95.
Here.
I hope we put in Rook H8 first and smooth knight d4. Now he's out of this pin.
Yeah.
What? Rook a8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Bishop a6.
it's nice if we're just losing.
Rook g2 probably, right?
Then what? Knight c7 instead.
What was the problem? King f6 after Rook g2?
Bishop somewhere, like maybe bishop a6 even.
Yes, he's losing if I take on ace, bishop e4, bishop a7 then.
We don't know yet.
Man.
Yeah, but maybe for this reason I should start with rook f2 after king f6.
Knight e5 maybe.
Ah, yeah, knight b5 is there. Okay.
I'm not sure about that one. We need rook e4.
Yeah, so it isn't 100% clear. But probably Jesper is also like 20 minutes ahead on the
Also,
clock.
e3
which-
was a move after bishop a6 now, but it's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, but we heard he was already down to 8 minutes while still thinking about king g7, so
It's probably impossible to defend with not.
yeah. What about Jonas's game? Is he still better?
Like queen f
That much better.
The drawing chances have only been rising in this game for like last 20 moves, in my opinion. I think now it's not gonna be easy to win.
How is this endgame after rook a1 takes? I had something similar once. And then, let's see here. Ah, but here.
King f8 maybe?
Doesn't look pleasant. Sure.
Yeah.
Probably have to play a6. Or
Yeah, to try to get b5, a5. Yeah, still have the
G4.
rook on a7. Black is kind of stuck. Guess he has to play f6 and hope it holds.
maybe just king e5 instead. Um,
Mhm.
So we have
Now after f6 I can play rook c6.
some moves on Jesper's board.
Yeah.
I don't know which one you see here.
He played
Are
king
you-
g7, rook a1.
Right.
And what happened after?
Then rook h8 happened.
Rook a2.
a2, knight d5, a7, and knight c7. And I
Knight
think
c7.
Jesper just played bishop c4. That's the position on the board.
Yeah, it's not so clear.
Well, yeah, sure, right?
f5.
F5 rook f2.
Knight d5.
maybe even knight e7.
Try to shut in the rook. Knight
King
d8.
f6, knight d5 check, and then it's over, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just push the pawn to e3 and like just to have the pawn there.
Yeah, so this was interesting idea to play king g7 and rook h8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe still 97.
Rook a8.
Maybe knight d5.
Maybe I
Yeah, but after knight d5, e2 looks like a move.
Yeah, take e2.
Hmm. So maybe I have to start with king e2, g2, yeah.
e2.
E2, yeah.
Take.
knight
Bishop.
c6.
Ah, but there's also.
King f6, maybe, right?
Knight d5.
Take e2.
But now knight d5
Yeah, take,
and
take.
e2.
Bishop 6a8.
And bishop.
Bishop f3.
Oh, but
Queen h4.
lucky, yeah.
I'd actually, yeah,
It's
it's well colored.
Yeah, it could be lost.
bishop 2. We just take it. Yes.
Nice one.
Do you? Queen h4.
Yeah, and then I wanted to hide my king, but maybe that's easier said than done.
Draw.
And if you go to G1 instead?
Here.
Bishop G2, you have to.
Rook E2 was not possible, right?
Yeah,
It was
it's
check
Queen E1.
And now Bishop F1. Yeah.
Queen G.
And Rook G2.
With Queen A3.
And check. King E3.
What?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, maybe bishop takes h2 is the only way.
Put the bishop somewhere else.
Maybe here.
But then even Bishop D2 is possible. So
Bishop D2. Then bishop F3.
that's yes.
Where?
Maybe bishop B7, bishop D2.
Bishop B7, Bishop D2. Oh.
This is
What a nuance, huh? That not to F3, but so now Bishop H2.
Queen.
You may have to like check.
Maybe.
And that's the easiest now.
Is it?
Check.
And check.
Rook E2.
And then bishop G1. Or like, okay, like. Thought Queen G4, bishop G1.
Queen D8, yeah.
It's winning, yeah.
King H6.
H6. Okay, Queen H8. Queen F6.
Yeah, this is Queen F6.
Yeah, but after Queen F6, King H5,
Bishop F3.
it takes an F2.
King takes. Do I have some stalemate trick?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
now-
but actually after Bishop F2, you can play King E2, right?
Yeah.
So is this actually winning?
It could be.
I don't think we
Yeah,
missed
this-
anything
This is.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we didn't really look at this bishop takes h2.
Oh, wow.
Just assumed it
It's
made a
all that-
difference. The bishop on b7.
That is crazy. All that draw.
Guys, I will say goodbye. Eat you guys food. See you soon.
See you.
So, yeah.
So it's actually not that bad, yeah? Objective.
So you have to play E3 then. This is impossible. I think you will for sure lose.
Yeah, also he has to find all these tricks just to just about keep the game alive. Okay, it works. also with 1 minute on the clock or whatever he's down to.
No,
It shouldn't be possible now.
Engine wants knight d4.
What's happening with Benedict game? It's like okay, he's still thinking. Wow.
Any update?
He's still thinking.
Is this Bennett's position?
Yeah.
No, here the Bennett took on c8. So in the meantime,
Immediately?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure, but
Yeah.
in the meantime, Bene also gained the pawn h6, and now we have the situation of
But then he's not winning anymore.
the pawns advancing. So the black pawns are now on d4 and e5. The king is on e4, and the question is how can Bene stop them, or how
E5.
does he gain another pawn?
Maybe he played knight d2 here.
Yeah. I
And,
think he
and
did.
where is Bennett's knight?
Right now it's on f3. So he
Okay.
made like d2 and then f3.
But how did he grab the
And the
the
pawn.
h6 pawn?
Yeah, I may miss the move order. Sorry for that. I couldn't read his handwriting.
Yeah, it's not that easy to get to the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually black probably played e5.
But isn't rook b5 just winning here?
Guess you have to try with
Something
a5.
on Jesper's board, I'll check.
Just take it now. I think king g freaking f4.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go king d5. You are zooming out.
So what can black even do after knight d2?
It's probably also instead of rook b5, there's also rook b4.
Yes. It's okay. He played d knight f3.
And knight f3, king d5, also rook b4.
Maybe rook b5, king c4. No.
Then we still rook c4.
Yeah, rook b4, rook c4.
How did he get these pawns pushing?
Okay, guys, I've gotta go for now. So maybe I'll join you later, but I don't know how long the stream will last. But yeah, see you.
All right.
Yeah, see you.
See you.
It's not so easy to see how he got the pawn to e5, but I guess we'll find out soon enough.
But the bigger mystery is how he took the pawn on h6.
Yeah.
Maybe black went e5 voluntarily at some point, and then he took the pawn. I don't see. Maybe it's like king g3, e5, rook h6 or something.
Do you think he played king g3? Black can't really do much.
He still can't really play e5.
Ah, yeah, rook b5, of course.
Just king g5, king f4. Rook g8, king f2. And this is completely winning.
But how did he take this pawn? Oh, wow.
f4.
Rook b4, rook b5.
He played. Do you think he played
He's down a
king
piece
g3?
now?
But what
It's
would
insane.
Why can't we take it?
I guess e5.
Wow.
And e4. Your pawn is running. You probably have to sacrifice the knight for the pawn d4 and go and take the h6.
but this should be a draw.
No, but the knight, where do you go with it? G1 or maybe you don't even touch the knight. No, you just this is the
Yeah, if you
draw.
wanted to take on d4, you might as well just take on
Yeah.
h6 here, I guess.
This is a draw according to the engine. No?
Yeah. So for just king f2. Okay, but now already it's
This
getting
was
very
the
tricky.
idea, but king g3 for sure.
But somehow he got the king on e4 and the pawn on e5.
Yeah, big mystery.
Rook b4 looks extremely clean actually.
I guess it's the same as rook b5. He has to exchange rooks, and we just go for this king g3, king f4.
Yeah. Maybe this is more tricky because you can go to d3 and e2.
Yeah.
Try to.
I still can't figure out how he.
Yes, somehow black played e5, and there wasn't rook b5 check. He's
The ESP game looks more equal according to the like, or
yeah. Probably they haven't moved yet.
still thinking. E3 is the move. The knight d4 was the engine move, yeah.
What
I'll
now?
go take a look at the live position.
Okay.
So do you guys want to continue the stream or do you prefer to be at the board? Because now it's really
I'd like to see what's going on.
Yeah. So yeah, so we then finished the stream because yeah, we're now entering the second time trouble phase, and this is decisive. So I would say we are looking good on all boards, all three. Jonas probably winning. Bene is in huge time trouble, so it's under a minute. But yeah, let's see. So you see the results online. And I'll let me stop the stream, and you guys can watch on at the board. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thanks everybody watching. So I hope you liked it. We will try to do that again in the next matches when we are not playing at home. So